I like to use gymnastics rings like I have set up right now, or some other form of suspension training device to do push-ups for many reasons. But the biggest reason I like to use them is that the rings provide a challenge to anyone, whether it be a beginner or an advanced trainee. So certainly a beginner, anyone that has trouble with any form of push-up, this can be challenging for. But the nice thing is I can adjust the intensity so low that I can still do my push-ups nearly from a standing position here. So I like this because it forces you or teaches you to lock all the segments of your body into one segment and then move that segment through space as in doing a push-up. The bad thing about doing those from the ground, like on your knees, that's a common way that people will adjust the intensity, is that doesn't really teach you to lock out that knee and combine those segments of your legs together. So this is a good way to do that. As I build strength in my push-ups, to get more proficient with them, I can just work back just a tiny, tiny bit. So small little adjustments is possible here. I can take just a tiny step back. This gradually gets a little bit more and more intense the further I move my feet back so my body's more flat with the ground. So eventually you do push-ups from a completely flat position. Once you're good at doing those and we need to advance from there, you can step up onto a box. So I'm training off a little bit of a deficit here to do my push-ups. We can increase the box height, change your body angle. We can certainly add load to the exercise. You can throw some chains around you, add a weighted vest. Another way I like to play around with some intensity is if I set these straps a little bit wider. If you try this, you'll see right away that when you step on these rings, it's a lot less stable when I'm further away from the midline of my body. So less stability. It also changes that range of motion a little bit. Those rings at the bottom part will be a little bit further away from you, from that midline, something like so. And then I can really squeeze those rings together. That's a little bit more challenging than when those rings are set right outside my shoulders. So those are some ways we can adjust intensity from a beginner, someone who's weak at push-ups, all the way to an advanced trainee, someone who's very proficient at push-ups.